But these political parties have a strong mobilization on ground.
Yeah.
Which is something that even the smaller parties, which is why they've been struggling.
Yes.
Which is why independent candidates have been struggling.
Yeah.
There have been concerns that you do not have that mobilization on ground politically to garner the numbers that you're hoping to garner in order to become president.
Oh, no, but that's not true. Because within the MPP, I mean, again, I say this very respectfully, you know, I have a very strong grassroots following. Why is it that Alan says he's exiting from a contest? And all attention is on the man who is exiting. Why don't you forget about him and concentrate on those who are continuing? So it shows that, again, this is blessings from God. You know, everybody is interested in knowing what Alan is going, because they know I have a good heart. And I have Ghana, you know, on my heart. And I have what it takes to move Ghana forward.
Okay.
So forget about this thing about, oh, it doesn't have the base. If I don't have a base, right from 2007, as I was speaking, why would people then feel that, you know, it is good to keep Alan in the party? I mean, if there was no value to Alan. So I know, and I think that I have the rank and file of the MPP. And even in NDC,
you have people.
You'll be surprised that, you know, because I've played my cards well in politics. You know, I mean, this is just my persona, you know. I do my politics in an objective way.
Yeah.
And so you'll be surprised how many votes I'll pull from the two big parties, from the floating voters, and from but even more importantly, the youth. Because we haven't talked, but you are a youth champion.
No,
you are a youth champion. You should have been, this whole program should have been.
Don't worry, we are getting into that.
Oh.
It's a gradual process. No, it's a gradual process. Yeah. These young people who hit the streets, and many of us who voiced it out on TV, radio, social media, we're wondering, why did you not say anything during the demonstration? First day, when the police manhandled some of these protesters, we didn't hear from you. 3 days of protest, not a single word from you, sir.
Oh, well, but I made the statement at a point where it mattered. Because this basically was a national platform. And I decided and I chose to make sure that at that material moment when it mattered, that I made the point clear.
You don't think the first day is when it mattered, the second day, the third day, and you responded days after?
One could do it differently, but I just chose that when I have the national platform, you know, I'll speak to it, because I could have done that in an interview. Nobody may have carried it, you know. But with this big platform, I knew that my voice will be heard.
So it's not that you wanted to win some sympathy, or not sympathy, but wanted to win over the young people, which is why you made the statement, and not because you really meant.
No, say that again.
And not because you really meant what you wrote and the fact that you are for the young people.
Oh, I'm for the young people. That's why I said that.
That's what I'm asking you, sir. And I'm taking this from social media.
Yes.
I've asked people for questions.
Yes.
And some of them have said that when we needed you to speak up on Occupy Julobi, you didn't say a word.
Yeah. No,
now you come back later to make a statement on it because you're announcing your bid to presidency. Are you only using that to sort of galvanize some support from the young people, when in actual fact, you should have spoken earlier? And maybe that would have been an easier way.
No, I think it's a question of timing. You know, it's a question of timing. Of course, you know, at that time, there were other things that I may have spoken about. And as I said, I decided that this would be an appropriate time to make my voice heard on the matter. I think the important thing is making your voice heard. You know, the timing of it, somebody would say that maybe you could have done it earlier, but I did it at a time that I think was also
important.
Yes, important.
How do you feel about NAPCO personnel and how they've been treated?
Well, in the first place, I think that, and I mean, some people may take this as a criticism, but the NAPCO program itself could have been better designed. You see, for example, the amount of money that was put into NAPCO, if we had given the same amount to, let's say, the companies in the one district, one factory companies, as a subsidy, you know, for, let's say, people who would be employed, that would have been a more sustainable way of utilizing the skills of these personnel. I don't think that the NAPCO program would have been sustainable anyway. You know, and I'm not surprised that we've not been able to really to. So it grieves my heart. It's unfortunate that they've gone through this program with the promise of transitioning into permanent jobs. But it ain't going to happen, because that's the way it works. If that same amount of money had been given to the private sector as an incentive to employ these same people, I think it would have been a better business model.
Did you say this to them, sir?
Say that to whom?
To government. When they, I mean, there was a whole launch
we had different
of
views.
NAPCO.
No, we had different views on this, but I don't think that that's material at this moment.
So you were a cabinet minister.
Yeah, but I mean...
A senior one as such,
yes.
a founding member of the party that is governing at the moment. You are a member of the economic management team.
Yes, but
you should have voiced out some of these
But
things.
what I'm saying is that, you know, we have an oath of secrecy that we sign on to as cabinet ministers. And I don't think that this is the right forum for us to talk about who said what and our different views on programs.
Okay.
I hope you understand me.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, I don't think it's appropriate, you know. But just take it that is my view, that it could have been done differently.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just...
If you're occupying the highest level of executive authority, which is the presidency, then you're in the best position to become that agent of change and transformation. I would have wished that I would have used the vehicle of the party that I helped to establish, which is the New Patriotic Party. But for various reasons, which I think I've made clear, different circumstances, I've decided that I'll go directly to the people of Ghana and make my case.
I see, but then if you talk about control, then again it comes to the issue of the power within the party and who gets to control it at one point or the other. You didn't have that?
No, maybe you've misunderstood the point I was making.
Okay.
I was saying that I want to be the agent of change and transformation in the country. And my view is that at the highest level of executive authority, you are in the best position to effect that change.
Okay. And
so it's not change within the party.
Okay.
Yes.
I see.
We are talking about the move towards the presidency. If you're occupying the highest level of executive authority, which is the presidency, then you're in the best position to become that agent of change and transformation. I would have wished that I would have used the vehicle of the party that I helped to establish, which is the New Patriotic Party. But for various reasons, which I think I've made clear, different circumstances, I've decided that I'll go directly to the people of Ghana and make my case.
I see, but then if you talk about control, then again it comes to the issue of the power within the party and who gets to control it at one point or the other. You didn't have that?
No, maybe you've misunderstood the point I was making.
Okay.
I was saying that I want to be the agent of change and transformation in the country. And my view is that at the highest level of executive authority, you are in the best position to effect that change.
Okay. And
so it's not change within the party.
Okay.
Yes.
I see.
We are talking about the, the move towards the presidency.